Welcome and good day, everyone. I'm very delighted to have you guys to join in this discussion on the topic of cashless society. Feel free to jump in and share your thoughts and ideas openly so that we can have a friendly and inclusive environment where diverse perspectives can come together to explore the possibilities and challenges of cashless future. So before we delve into the discussion, let's take a moment to introduce ourselves by sharing a few words about who we are and our interest in the topic of cashless society so that we can have a better understanding of different viewpoints within our group. So I am ROSDINA, a finance officer, and having worked closely with digital payment system, mobile wallets, and emerging technology, I have witnessed firsthand the transformative potential of a cashless society. The shift towards digital transaction brings about exciting opportunities for efficiency, convenience, and security in our financial ecosystem. And throughout my career, I have witnessed how digital payment system can streamline the financial processes and making transaction faster and more transparent. And the ability to conduct transactions seamlessly through the mobile devices or other electronic platform has the potential to revolutionize the way we interact with money. However, I am also keenly aware of the challenges that accompany this transition, as it is crucial to address concerns related to financial exclusion, privacy, and security, and ensuring equal access to digital payment system for all individuals, regardless of their background or technological literacy, is essential to creating an inclusive cashless society. I really look forward to sharing my insight and learning from each of you as we explore the implication of the cashless society.
Thank you, ROSDINA. Okay, so my name is ILLYANA binti ROSLAN, and I'm the technical officer. So, in a cashless society, as a technical officer, I am. So, our department is responsible for maintaining and upgrading the digital payment system, ensuring their security and stability. And we also provide technical support to the users and resolve issues promptly and integrate different payment platform. So basically, our role is just like to keep the system running smoothly, securely, and efficiently. Next, assuring the flawless connectivity of various payment system is actually one of the challenges for our department lah, because we may experience when handling this cashless payment. So this might be difficult to coordinate and oversee the operation of various platform and providers, such as we have debit and credit cards, electronic fund transfer, direct credit and debits, interbanking, and e-commerce system platform, which make them which make up the cashless ecosystem. So to enable the seamless and safe transition across numerous systems, we will need to overcome a compatibility concern, data synchronization issues, and different protocols. So this calls for a true understanding of various payment technologies, strong problem solving skills, and effective collaboration with stakeholders in order to establish standardized protocols and achieve communication, which will ultimately provide consumers and companies in the cashless payment landscape with an effortless experience. And that's all from me for introduction.
Hi, my name is SULONG, and first of all, I'm sorry because of the background noise, because who knows why the workers decide to do their job like at 11:23 a.m. Okay. And I am a marketing officer. Wait, the noise is still bad. You guys hear the noise too, right? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, it stopped. Okay, good. Okay. I'm sorry, but my name is Sulong, and I am a marketing officer. So what did I do? Marketing officer generally responsible for promoting a company product or service, like developing market strategies, campaign, conduct market research, working with other department. For example, with the marketer, with designer, that the website, the design the website, the copywriter, and start again, to create compelling content that attract customers or build relationship with existing customers. And then in the context of cashless payment, my job might be responsible for promoting the use of cashless payment method and educating customers about their benefit and how to use them. So far, I create advertisement and marketing campaign for goods and service across range of media. I communicate with partner and suppliers to ensure success and strengthen the company presence. So the company in this context, usually the bank officer and the bank, will conduct our project, assessing the structures using multiple measures. We follow prediction according to customer back, and we assessing the success using multiple measures and conducting promotional activities. That's the usual thing that I do. I think that's all from me.
Hello. So I am Lisa. So what I do at the time, I I am responsible for overseeing the overall process for collecting and storing data, existing data from things like cash, like cashless, mostly a lot of data. Right? So I use all of this to organize and identify trends from all of the so and
Excuse me, Miss Adriana, can you repeat again? I think I crashed something. Can you repeat from the start?
do you mean like it's noisy or like my sound
Yeah,
like
It's
yeah,
actually
I
like
think internet is
very
yeah.
slow
I think you're
line?
not.
Okay, so okay, I repeat again. So basically my name is Adriana. Okay. So I am a data analyst and I work with raw data that being provided with the internet. So like we use online systems, like we have all of those data and I work with those. So what I think you need to know is that as a data analyst, not an job and information technology job, but we work closely with technical officers like ILLYANA. Just like ILLYANA mentioned before, we have credit cards, credit fund transfers, all of those. We need to like see the data synchronization issues and protocols. So I work those along with them and do problem solving and that's the we do. So I think it just typically work with this data and solve defined business problems. So since like online business and all of those e-commerce has a lot of issues with scams, so we need to identify all of these issues by identifying those data. I think that's all from me as a data analyst. Thank you.
uh, indeed, cashless society represents a paradigm shift where cash is no longer the primary means of conducting financial transactions. And this transformative trend towards embracing cashless payment option has been observed on a global scale, and Malaysia stands out as a country that has made noteworthy strides in this direction. And in Malaysia, the adoption of various payment platforms such as TNG, e-wallets, and GrabPay has empowered consumers to effortlessly to make payment using their mobile phone for a wide range of services, including shopping, bill payment, and transportation. And despite the undeniable advantages that the transition to a cashless society brings, it is essential to recognize and address the challenges that inevitably arise along the way. And identifying and understanding these challenges will allow us to devise effective strategies and solutions that can ensure a smooth and inclusive transition. And therefore, let us explore the key challenges that have emerged this far. Maybe someone can share your thoughts on this.
Okay, I think I will go first. So one of the major challenge is the reliance of technology. So basically what as a technical, so we observe this and this is one of the challenge. So our current infrastructure isn't fully equipped to handle the demand of cashless society, and any technical glitch or downtime can lead to payment failures and customer frustration, obviously. For instance, there's some scenarios where these people face like the online banking when server down. Most people, when they're using, for example, this one bank, that usually always server down, and people like having frustration.
Bank Islam.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
Hey,
one
mentioning
example.
brand name is not allowed, okay? Stop. Don't mention the brand name.
Don't mention the brand.
We might get sued for this.
Okay, next, other than banking server down, we have the OTP code that does not receive on time. Some transaction may even charge convenience fees, and also money got deducted from account that even the recipient doesn't even receive the money yet, and much more. So as you know that when technology evolves, the technical department is responsible for staying updated with the latest trends and advancement in the payment industry, and exploring new technologies, assessing the potential impact on the cashless ecosystem, and recommending innovative solutions will enhance the user experience and also increase the efficiency. Therefore, the issues of today actually assist us as a technical department to come up with more original ideas that can be used. And I guess that's one of the major challenge for my side lah.
Mic. Sorry. I'm talking without my mic. I agree with all your point. Along with that, there is significant challenge in terms of customer adoption. Many people still prefer the convenience of physical cash, and convincing them to switch to digital transaction can be tough, especially for elderly. You guys have elderly at home, right? The older generation, they struggle with unfamiliar technology. So we need to explain them step by step, everything, including the computer. This can be tough, and then they struggle with increasing with the payment, and this increase the chance of them being scammed. It's possible since the amount of scammers building fraud page increase. Recently, Maybank has issued a scam alert warning customer about new fake Maybank to you website created with you imagine a Maybank website, and the logo is the same, everything is the same, the login is the same, but it's not the same page. Just slight change in the link. So if you're not aware of this, so you type in your password, your username, then the fraud can get your information easily with your car bank, and suddenly you have many transactions in your bank account. So this is what we need to fix. And then in a post on Twitter, Maybank shared that fraudster will attempt to lure the customer to log into this fake Maybank to your site through messages via WhatsApp, SMS, and emails, especially the Facebook where the older people go. It's actually scary, and the website looks very legit. And as a marketing officer, I do have collect feedback from customers, and one of the most famous story is when they have a yearly subscription like Spotify and gaming website. You have a yearly subscription, right? And suddenly they link with your card, and when they link, they will deduct the money. Sometimes they didn't give you notification about it, and then suddenly when you open your bank, where did my money go? I am broke, and I'm broker than before. So and then the person who got this, they said that merchant tried to charge me a yearly subscription for something I didn't authorize at all. The charge was and then suddenly the bank put limitation on my account because I can't pay this charge. So to get this limitation release, usually they will insist to send them copies of your credit card statement and even a photocopy of your driver's license. So I think this might be like hard thing to process right here. So the company itself need to change the infrastructure to make it more easier, and don't take the money without authorization. So in my opinion, in my experience myself, I experienced with floating money. Do you guys know floating money? Yeah, floating money. I know you guys experienced it before. Like floating money is usually the banking system is like late to deduct in your bank account. So the money will float, but we can't deposit or withdraw it. So usually it issue with delaying processing paper check. The bank credit customer account as soon as the check is deposited. However, it takes some time to receive a check from the payer's bank and record it. Until the check clear, the account is drawn. The amount is written for exists in two different places. For example, if you open your bank and then you go to the statement, you still have, for example, 300 ringgit. And then you go on with your life. And then you open 2 days later, you didn't make any transaction, but suddenly your money 158 because actually you have buy something, but the money is floating, but you still see in your bank account 2 days before. So this is another problem. So I think this is what we need to fix in the future. This is the problem that the customer and we ourselves face nowadays.
Okay, thank you, Sumaya.
Data privacy and security. Wait, can you guys hear me?
For me, your screen is lagging and I didn't see your voice. I didn't hear your voice at first.
Okay.
Your voice is a bit laggy.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, better.
Okay, so along with the whole thing Sumaya has mentioned before, I have this, I think I am an unlucky person because I have a whole lot of unfortunate events with cashless payment. So the first thing that happens to me is that, you can add your bank card on this delivery app, and you don't have the FPI ways, and you can only put your card, and it's much easier, right? You just deduct. And then I went out with my friends, and suddenly I checked my balance has already deducted like 20 ringgit. I was like, from this, and it mentioned the company name, and I was like, huh? Why? And I don't have any idea where the money goes. So I tried to call the bank, and the bank is very fussy about it. I need to go to the bank, which I currently like 8 hours away from the bank. So very, I feel like it's so unfortunate for me to happen, and I think this can happen due to the data privacy and security. And I think I also have this thing that happened where I got hacked. My social media got hacked, and suddenly I have this payment something from this. I just mentioned the social media, which is Facebook. It's basically that Facebook has this Facebook ad, right? So suddenly I checked, I have the outstanding payment. Why? Why outstanding payment? I don't do any ad. I don't even open my Facebook. And suddenly I saw my Instagram got like Bitcoin things. I was like, what is this? What just happened? And I just like noticed there it is like a card that been inserted, which is not Malaysian card. So and then I want to like remove my card from this ad payment, right? But I couldn't because I still have an outstanding payment. So basically I just let it be. I don't know what to do anymore. So I think as we're heading towards a cashless society, the amount of personal and financial data being shared and stored is skyrocket. Everyone can access our data, it doesn't matter where. So I think this is where things get tricky, and I, as a data analyst, I can see all of this data, and people are
Is Adriana missing again?
Oh no!
It's like until the very important.
Yes.
Okay, so I just like recap everything where the personal data being shared is has skyrocketed. So I think things get tricky because this has become super important to have really strong security measures and to make sure that people are aware of their rights when it comes to protecting your data. So, because sometimes people they're not aware. Like, for example, when you like teaching and accepting terms and conditions without reading, for example, or you can accept pop-ups on your phones or laptops, and that's where you can, those bots or whatever can access your data. So we gotta educate the public to make them realize that this whole data protection is very important. For me for now. Thank you.
That you say about the scammers and the hack account, right? Sometimes they do their job when we're sleeping. Then suddenly we wake up with our account being suspended. So and then when we call the bank will say, "Why you didn't block your card faster?" I'm sorry, I was sleeping. It was 2 a.m. Like, so that's the problem right now, I think.
Okay, I completely agree with you got your perspective, and even though I am as a finance officer also had experience with that yearly subscription thingy, and like Sumaya said, right? The challenges mentioned are undoubtedly significant and warrant our attention. In an increasingly digitized landscape, safeguarding personal financial data becomes paramount as we rely more on digital payment methods, and the potential risk of cybersecurity breaches, fraudulent activities, and scams escalate as the volume of digital transaction rises. It is crucial to raise awareness among users regarding the use of reputable websites, mobile payments apps, and digital wallets, and the importance of protecting sensitive information such as login credential and credit card details. And this will help prevent con artists from exploiting individuals and acquiring their personal data for fraudulent purposes. Let's focus on potential improvement that can help address this issue. Ilyana, what technical improvement that you think we can make to ensure a smoother transition?
Okay, thank you,
So
Miss
first,
Roslina. Sorry for being so silent today, but it's okay. I continue. Okay, so what technical improvement that we can do, especially me as a technical officer again. So first, we need to invest in upgrading our payment infrastructure to handle higher volumes and enhance the system flexibility. As we know that there are lots of people, they choose to like use this cashless payment, right? So it's like traffic, heavy traffic. So that's why we have to upgrade and make the payment infrastructure become more flexible. And this will also involve collaboration with the financial institution and payment service providers like banks, credit union, insurance companies, and also investment companies to ensure the seamless integration and reliable transaction process. And moreover, implementing advanced encryption techniques and regularly testing the security system can safeguard the customer data. That's what we know, like as what all of us has experienced. This is so important because we need to save our data and make them safe, because it's essential to ensure the security of customer data in each and every transaction that we make. And as more payment and transaction digitally made, organization will face improved attacker techniques. So no matter where are we, so they can like even we are sleeping, anywhere, these attackers can detect us. So it's very important to ensure the safety of the customer data and to make it more difficult for these hackers to access our data lah. And implementing identity management and also encryption is vitally important on every payment transaction, even big or even small transaction. And that's all.
Yeah, I would like to add that in addition to all the technology stuff, I think for an improvement on all of these issues, we take a good look at how users usually behave and what they actually prefer. So we have like PayWave, we have TNG, all of those digital payment apps, right? So I think we need to dig into their habits and preferences to come up with a digital payment solution which are super user friendly. So I think I think personally, we need to work closely to marketing officers like Sumaya so that we can conduct surveys, and I think we can also keep an eye on transaction pattern, and most importantly is getting surveys. Just like Maya has mentioned before in the issues prior to our discussion, um, we need to get feedback directly from users to know what is the issues, so we can fix those issues. So we can gather those all those informations and use them to make the payment experience even better for everyone that is involved. I think that is one of the most important things.
And then when we gonna make
I think it's why did not open the mic.
Again. We can hear your voice.
Are you okay, Sumaya? Are you okay? Tadi
Testing. Okay. God, let me do my job. Okay. For like user friendly, I think it's very important because if the apps is easier to use, you're gonna choose that apps rather than the other apps. We can have like GrabPay, we can have PayPal, we can have everything. But for example, GrabPay in one touch we can make transaction. If PayPal might be directed into other bank, into another website. So usually people will do GrabPay more than PayPal. So to encourage customer adoption, like my first point before, we should focus on educating the public about the benefit of going cashless, running awareness campaign and organizing workshop, which is all I do, to address concern can build trust and confidence. Moreover, we can highlight the convenience of cashless payment, no more fumbling for exact change or waiting in long lines at ATM. Nowadays, it's also hard to find functional ATM at the mall. Sometimes there's no money in the ATM. Sometimes the machine is running down. And if we can encourage them, like if we use this cashless payment, we can saving time, we can reduce the hassle. We all know how the precious time is, right? Just imagine we have more time to binge watch your favorite K-drama show or do something fun at home instead of lining up at the ATM. Additionally, offering for digital payment can entice consumer to make a switch. Not even consumers, we all love discount, we all love rewards. If we see there's a 10% off, everyone gonna buy it. Like should I buy it? And then the friends will be like, buy it, 10% off is not easy to get. No. So this is our job to do it. Would anyone like to add more?
Absolutely, your insights are commendable. In order to effectively address data privacy and security concerns, it is crucial to prioritize compliance with relevant regulation and industry standard. By adhering to established guidelines, organization can ensure that appropriate measures are in place to protect personal financial data and mitigate the potential risks. Collaborating with cybersecurity specialists to conduct routine audits and vulnerability assessment is a proactive approach to identify and addressing any vulnerabilities in the system. And these experts possess the necessary knowledge and expertise to identify potential weaknesses and recommend security enhancement. And they can implement robust safeguard. By regularly reviewing and fortifying the security infrastructure, organization can stay one step ahead of evolving cyber threats and maintain a robust defense against unauthorized access or data breaches.
Yeah, I agree with that. And like regular
Data what? Data what
Data
before?
breaches. Data breaches.
Okay.
okay.
Continue.
Okay, yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And like regular staff training and awareness program on data privacy, as I mentioned before, is also should be one part of the strategy in improving this, because every employee should be well versed in handling the customer data securely, because they are the one that the closest one that keep all our secret data. So this employee should know how to handle the customer data, recognize phishing attempts, and also follow the best practice to mitigate the risk. And for example, uh, I know you guys love shopping, right? Sounds like you guys love shopping and discount and all. I know you love to go to the Watson, for example, okay? So when you buy some products from Watson, and the store actually keeps all the record of the card that you use to purchase everything that you made. And this record is linked to that specific card and whatever other information the shop can gather actually about this customer. So they collect all the data, and as a result, people actually are unknowingly being exploited to the information. They may not realize actually that they are giving out their own information based on the card from the card that you use to purchase item. And so this is important training and awareness that we should do as our strategy in protecting all the data and privacy to be implemented.
Yeah, I agree with all of the Yana say. I think as we, as an officers and an employees, I think transparency and accountability plays a major role. I think we need to be open and upfront how things work. So we, of course, we are customers. So we need to know and see how things work, right? And I think one of the technology that we can implement it is embracing the data analytics. So basically data analytics is where we can predict patterns and estimate the future and how we can solve these issues, and also utilize the AI-driven fraud detection system, since by doing all of this technology, we can proactively sniff out any fishy business and prevent fraudulent activities from happening in the first place. So it's basically a precaution step. So this way we can ensure that both the consumers and also the businesses can be shielded from all of the financial risks that can come with digital transaction. So as Yana mentioned that, for example, Watson has all of those data information, but some people that with good IT skills can get those informations. So we also need to protect the businesses and not only the consumers. So we can keep everyone safe in this new cashless world.
So from our discussion from ILLYANA, ROSDINA, and Adriana, and me myself, in summary, it's crucial for us to upgrade our payment infrastructure. And by this, we need to understand customer preference from the feedback that we get, educate the public, and prioritize data privacy and security. This is more important than security and privacy. And make it user-friendly. It's true that while cashless payments been seen immense growth, it also faces challenges regarding security, interoperability, going strengthening our security protocol, addressing the privacy concerns. Cashless payment system can become more secure, user-friendly, and widely accepted. By tackling these challenges head-on and implementing the suggested improvement, I believe we can pave the way for a successful transition to a cashless society.
Yeah, I think I definitely
And for
agree with
this,
you. We need to take a well-rounded approach that tackles all of those issues and make the most of the cashless society. And I think by doing so and overcome those hurdles, we can enjoy the benefits that come with going cashless. Because cashless is very easy. We don't have to do to bring our purse. We just bring our card. It's very easy. So I think once all of the pieces fit together, we can unlock a whole new level of convenience and efficiency.
Yep, embracing
I
an
think my
inclusive
internet.
approach
Thank you.
to a cashless society can indeed unlock new opportunities for financial inclusion, particularly for undeserved communities. By eliminating barriers associated with physical cash, such as geographical limitation and the need for traditional banking infrastructure, a cashless ecosystem enables greater accessibilities and ease of transaction for individuals who were previously excluded from formal financial system. And this inclusivity can empower undeserved communities to participate more actively in economic activities, manage their finances efficiently, and improve their overall well-being. And the benefits of a cashless society extend beyond financial inclusion, and the convenience and the efficiency of offered by digital payments method benefit individuals, businesses, and the economy as a whole. And overall, I believe that a comprehensive and collaborative approach, as you guys mentioned before, will help us to overcome the challenges and reap the rewards of a cashless society. Thank you everyone for your valuable insight. Let's work together to implement these improvements and drive our